me like we are now. And then on Tuesdays afternoons, we will have other type of reading, meaning I will read short stories for you, and if energies come through, then we'll work with those. And then on Thursday afternoons, we will have arts and crafts, meaning that we will make these glass figurines that I spoke about before together. And then, as always, if energies comes through, we work with them as well. But we will be first of making things together, arts and crafts, you know. But as of now, it will be seances and readings and general chat like usual until all has come through. All the paperwork is done. But I started to do a little figure because I got my pearls and I started to do a little pit figure, and I want to tell you this, guys, because it was so funny. I hope that my fiance feels it's okay to share this. It's his joke, so don't give me credit for it, but I started this little figure, and so I started with doing the legs, so a pair of legs, and as you can see, the different length because of the position that the figure will be in. But my fiance thought it looks like music notes, it looks like a music note, and I agree, and so we agreed on it being a footnote. And the brilliant thing is it's the same in Swedish, so we had real fun with that. There's a footnote. It's feet and a music note, footnote. But yeah, it will be a little fella once he's done. We'll see how it goes. But that is the general idea, and then probably we will learn how to do it. But as of now, this is the general idea that we will be doing. So tiny figurines, and these are his feet and legs for now. So yeah, and then we'll see what happens. You had a short nap just before stream. Oh, so you woke up and had a short nap. That sounds lovely. I heard today in Sweden it is the last day of summer, they said on radio. So tomorrow there will be autumn. And yeah, I think it's beautiful. I really like autumn. I got some issues with my lungs, meaning that I sometimes have a tough time breathing, and my temperatures on where I should be working in, so to speak, are quite restricted. So when the chilly air comes out, it's much better for me than the hot air. But yeah, no, I like autumn. But it's been a beautiful summer, and I think it'll be beautiful autumn and going on into winter. And we have stuff to do. We are going to events. We are going on the cruise. We are heading out. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hello, good morning. Welcome, guys. So that is the plan for the scheduling ahead. And if you missed it, if you're interested, you have everything. You can find everything down below. Not though, I just realized, not the scheduling for how it will be once everything is done with the paperwork, and so once everything is settled, we will put out a proper schedule. But as of now, you can find next stream at least, and the next stream after this one will be on Thursday afternoon. Last day of summer Sweden, yeah. Well, they said so on the radio, anyways. If Bempus, if you are here, I just want to check the sound. If the music is okay. and then it just died. So, yeah. T21, welcome to chat. You are welcome to your opinions, and welcome for joining us. Welcome. So, how are you guys? I feel really calm today, you know? God? What do you mean imagine? Oh, you know what? I have a story for you guys. I've started to take some courses. I started to take some courses in spirituality, that's that word? Spirituality, and just to see what other light workers do and how they think. And it's quite interesting how, you know, how we come up from different corners in the world and with a realization that is quite similar to one another. I think that is very beautiful. But yesterday I learned something really interesting. I am reading a beautiful course. I'm saying reading because it is a course you can find online that has been already made, so to speak. And yesterday I learned about this channel that they see as going through us. We got all of these energy frequencies, you know, and all of these energy frequency strings that I spoke about before. But yesterday I learned also there was a beautiful woman named Desta Zuckerman, I think her name is, and she's a healer and a spiritual worker and a teacher, so to speak. She does this course, and she talks about the anatomy of the sacred anatomy of us all. And yesterday we talked about this channel going through us, connecting us to our ancestors, and how we can travel down this channel in order to connect to our ancestors, and in that way then realize where some particular behaviors could come from, could stem from. Where did it start in our family line? And then talk to that particular person that might have started it or been part of why this is now important for us to keep on doing. Because everything we do from this perspective is for our survival, for the survival of the line, of the family line. And so she then believes, well, in this practice, that some time ago, someplace, it all started by maybe you're someone who thinks, oh, you know, I'm not worthy of anything really. I just want to apologize for my bare existence. Many of us are in this in one way or another, and this practice teaches that it could stem from what our ancestors believed to be in focus for our survival for some reason, for one reason or another. And then we can travel back in this channel, travel down this channel like a highway until we reach a particular individual that is a ghost in our subtle machine, as she puts it. And we can talk to them and then ask to release this and say all the thanks for what we've done before, for their love and for everything that they taught us, but that now, from now on, we believe in our inner voice. And then we ask our guides for help to stabilize ourselves and to move on forward. I learned this yesterday and I thought it was beautiful. And she uses this technique, uses these light fingers, because as you know, we have got, or as many teachers, we've got thousands of energy frequencies and energy frequency strings, and just energy shooting out of us, Like when we talk about auras, some people believe that our aura could be kilometers long, wide around us. And with this practice, we then use our light fingers, which are extended from our bodily, physical fingers, and we can, with these light fingers, travel down this channel, this highway, and to find our ancestors and where this might, where this might stem from. And I think that is a beautiful teaching. Her name is Desta Zuckerman, and her company name, or what she teaches, is called the Sacred Anatomy. So go check it out if you feel like it. I think it is beautiful. I'm gonna read chat now because things are happening in chat. Oh, hi Takana. Good morning. Oh yeah, our time off. It's happened a lot. We have rescheduled and tried to put a proper schedule in order. I know I said before that it won't, we won't be streaming as far apart, in time-wise as before, but now it's been over a week again. But we put a proper schedule in order, and once all the paperwork is done, we will be streaming different streams. We'll be having different streams, and it will be on all through Tuesdays, meaning from Tuesday morning we will have this seance and just general chat and hangout. And in the afternoons I will be reading short stories, and on Thursdays afternoon we will be reading arts and crafts and doing things like continuing on this little fella who's simply got his feet as of this moment. But all the paperwork has to come through first. So we've been working on that. So I apologize that it's been a while, but we're here now. And also, my lovely fiance fixed so that we can now see when next stream is. So you can find all the information down below, like Yeah, I thought so. Arts and crafts. We were thinking about making, well, as you could see, from figurines out of glass pearls, and then putting a healing energy in them, and then sell them out. Maybe we can just hang out and do it together. And whatever we do, whenever there comes an energy into the room, we'll talk to them and we will deal, we'll meet with the energy and we will work with it. But we will have our focus on different things. I think it would be a beautiful, beautiful thing. But all the paperwork has to come through first. Oh, I see now, Streamlabs. We need to change the times there for the schedule. But we'll work with it. How are you guys? It's lovely to see you guys again. Can you hear the music? It's very calm today. Okay. Alright. I'm being told we will start working. So when you see the energy fields, I'm using this beautiful, 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 I was gonna say necklace, that's not a wristband today. From my mother's. Okay. Right. So today, first off, I would like to send healing energy to all of us. I'm gonna do this in a circle today. I'm gonna pull the strings out. Feels like a door today, like a door. I can bake. We're gonna work with this energy. And now I'm sending it out. Okay. I'm sending healing to each and every one of you who feel they resonate. So lots of music coming through, classical music today. We might have some composer of some sort with us. I'm gonna bring it into the healing energy. I'm being put in Arkansas in the United States, and I'm being put with wild animals. Actually, I see a bear as of now, and I'm going down. So if anyone resonates, that would be interesting. I got a composer. I got someone in Arkansas. Sorry, in Kansas. I wanted to say Arkansas. Now we're moving the energy through the water of a pond. Just sit back and relax. We're going down the water. Pushing healing energy into the wounds of the emotional. Got someone who's very stressed. There's lots going on. I'm sending you a leaf of relief. I got someone who is stressed about homework, about writing, journaling, having their words be heard. I'm sending you a spoon of joy, all in healing energy. Okay. I got someone who is scared for a loved one. Old loved one, old, not old, but older than the person who is scared for them. I feel it's not connected to health per se. It's about actions. Family member, actions, I would say a parent. I'm sending you love. All this energy is not to resolve, it's to have you breathe in the moment as it is. Okay. Okay. We got someone who is scared for a loved one because of health now. Someone who is old and has trouble walking, has trouble getting out of their beds. sending you all the love. Okay. Now I guess someone who feels injustice. It's got to do with imprisonment. There's lots of rage underneath. I'm sending you relief. Okay. I got a beautiful laughter of a child now. Okay. It's someone I know of. I will let them go. I will send them all my love. Okay. Okay. So, I'm taking you all to feel. Let's stand in this beautiful, beautiful field. Let's breathe the air. Let's hear the tweeting of a bird in a nearby tree. Before us we see this old stable. We open the door. It creaks on its hinges. And in there, I am told, we are to find what this day, whether it is morning, night, evening, what this particular time in our life as of now is all about. In here we find a focus point. In here we'll find something that holds our attention, something that has been subtle that we now carry to the light. We will sit down in the house, in the stable, on a chair, on a stool, on the floor, whatever you feel like. And we will look at this man, woman, child, pet, energy. This connected energy that stands or sits is before us. We will simply observe. We'll simply feel all emotions that comes to us. And through all the emotion, we hear the birds in the tree outside, tweeting, singing, living. And we sit and we observe until the singing is all we can hear. every emotion that comes to us, we'll sit with, we will meet, we will greet, and we will let go. We'll sit observing this energy until all we can hear is the singing of the birds outside. There. Thank you. We will stand up slowly. We will observe ourselves, our moods, with movements, who we are as we stand up straight, to be stood in all our height and stable. No matter if we can stand or not in our physical body, we will let the soul be stood up straight for what it really is. We will clasp our hands together and we will thank the energy for all and every experience that it hands us. We will open the stable door. We will head back onto the field, and we are ready with the birds singing in our ears to slowly, by ourselves, open our eyes to hear and now. And as the singing slowly fades out, the noises of our surrounding, of our everyday life, slowly comes back, and we are fully immersed in the moment. Thank you. Wow, you never know what my guides ask me to do. That was a guided meditation, I feel like. But it feels good, doesn't it? Like we can breathe again, a little lighter perhaps. Thank you. Where do we go just now? Into ourselves. Into the subtle, maybe it has to do with what I told before about this subtle machine, these ghosts. I'm thinking not the ancestors per se, but things that affect us in our everyday life without us quite knowing it or quite focusing on it. But by not focusing on it, sometimes it takes up even more space. And I am told this might be a way for us to to simply relax in what is inside. Oh, you missed half. I understand. It was maybe it was not meant then in the moment. You can go back if you want to. But it was a improvisation or a guide from my guided meditation, where we went from standing. Actually, first we went down a pond, and then we landed in this field. And in this field, we saw this stable. And when we went into the stable, there, someplace in there, was this energy, this issue, this whatever it may be. It could be whatever emotion connected to it. We watch it, we greet it, we observe it while listening to a bird singing outside. And we observe it until all we can hear. We greet and we take every emotion that comes, and we also let them go. Until all we can hear is the bird singing outside. And then we thank for whatever experiences that this energy gave us, gives us, is to us. We thank it and we head outside back into the field and slowly back to the room as the bird singing slowly turns into the sound of everyday life. It's all with it. The carpet on the floor, Betchy. Now you're thinking we portals. I enjoyed that meditation. But confusion is part of who we are. And confusion, I think, is really interesting. Confusion makes me think that, well, it pokes an interest, doesn't it? And we start to wonder. And also, when we are confused, we feel a little bit misguided, maybe. And when we feel misguided, that means that we are actually seeing ourselves. We are standing up for ourselves. We are feeling that this could be in some other way, which means that we truly stand up for ourselves. And I think that is beautiful. And also it is sort of openness, or it leads into openness. Confusion, I think, is really good because also it means we see our options. And that can widen our perspective. Widen. It can make our perspective widen. It can enhance our experience. That's what I believe. Confusion, you are welcome. It's the beans. It's the beans, sorry. Welcome, it's the beans. Now I really enjoyed that meditation. You never know what my guides ask me to do. Maybe I should. I think I will work with it again. Confusion and bewilderment, yeah. But I truly think that unless we stay for it, if we stay in it for too long, I don't know if we can do anything for too long, but when we start feeling, no, actually, I think that no matter how long we stay confused, I don't think we can stay confused forever. And so I think that it really activates us to start thinking. It can also deactivate us, meaning that, okay, it's too much to handle. But also then, I still believe that we process it in the background, perhaps. I know it sounds maybe like I don't really know what I'm talking about, and I really don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like whatever happens, I feel there's a reason for it. And emotions clearly is important. It's a way for us to experience all those energy feeds that we don't know how to react to. If I think about it, for me, everything truly is, as you know, energy frequencies. And frequencies move. They vibrate, they expand, they breathe. And so every emotion must be important for us to actually, to be able to breathe with the frequencies, to understand what it is, or at least feeling like we can be part of it. I think it's beautiful. My voice just sounds soothing. Thank you so much. Coffee and cigar. I'm so happy being able to be here for you. And if it's simply because you're here for hearing my voice, welcome. No matter why you're here, thank you so much for joining us. And enjoy your stay. We never know what my guides ask me to do. But yes, it depends. Sometimes I also read, meaning I do readings, psychic readings, but I also read short stories that I've written, and it will be more of this as the paperwork is being worked through because we are a business. But yes, I will be streaming reading short stories and poems, lyrics, that sort of thing. LSAT studying. Wow. I wish you all the luck. I did a meditation just now. I don't know if you heard it. It might actually be a good idea. Maybe I should. I'm thinking about maybe I should go into, once this live stream is over, and it will be in a video format as always. You can find it in a content library on YouTube. I'm thinking maybe I should actually. Would you like me to record that meditation, to make it into meditation? It is something that is simply given from my guides, and I have no diploma or knowledge in this. Wow, Elisa, thank you so much for your generous donation. Thank you so much. I will get back to you with a query if you would like a reading, and I will reach you on email. Thank you so much for your generous donation, and thank you for being here. All love to you. So, would you like that, guys? Or would you like me to make this, to have this meditation be a meditation in itself? What do you think? I have no background in this, I have not studied, I have no diploma. I am simply me, and I am me working through my guides, simply transmitting information. So what do you think? Did you like the meditation? Has anyone asked me to do the ASMR? Yes. My fiance think we should put ASMR as a tag for this stream. I would love doing ASMR. And I'm thinking it kind of is. Maybe I could do. I need to check how it is with doing meditations and these journeys that we do. This energy journeys. I need to check what you need. I want to do right. And I want to check so that it is okay for me to be doing these things, because it could be that you need some kind of diploma for it. But if not, I'm thinking guided meditation and with sounds and just, you know, whatever energy that comes through. ASMR, yes, I would love it. Marry me. Thank you so much. It's the beans. I am a yeah. My fiance is in chat. I'm moderator. But thank you so much for being here. Let's marry our frequencies. I don't think you need a license, no? Do you need a license to do meditation though? Get in meditation, I think. I feel like. Maybe. No? Okay. No, I'm not sure. Maybe it's when you do guided meditation from a certain teaching. No, when someone has developed the method and you use that method, maybe that's when you need a license from, you know, the person developing the method, perhaps. You almost got banned. See yourself. Yeah. There's so much we can do. But yes, I really do feel like now, when being led through that, that truly is something that I would love doing, yes. And I don't only do meditation, no. Yeah, I know. I just feel maybe there's some psychological, you know, reasoning behind it. I just want to do it right by everyone. You can't do that, but I want to do right by as many as possible. I'm gonna have some coffee now, guys. I had an idea. I just had an idea. I love singing as well. And before I've used healing song, again, simply from my guides. No diploma, no license, no nothing. Simply from my guides. But I have used healing song quite a bit. I would like to tell you a story, if I may. I always tell stories, I know. When my fiance and I moved, well, when we bought our very first home together, it's time to do something like clean. Yeah. Cleaning can be really nice. It's a really nice process. What I really like about cleaning is that stuff happens immediately. You know, there's a change. There's immediate change. Whether it might be so small, it's immediate. And that's something I really like about cleaning. And then also that you can simply be in your head and think about other things, as long as you pay attention to what you're doing. But you can still, you know, it's a kind of meditation, perhaps. But yes, so when my fiance and I bought our very first home, quite a long while ago now, I just saw clean inside your eyelids that made me think of crying. Crying is beautiful. We should do that more, you know, to keep it all going and to accept our emotions. Sorry, the music is really loud for me. Is it loud for you guys? We still haven't managed. I've actually asked, I put up a ooh, crying is lame. No, it's good for you. Come on, Tukana. Oh, you guys, hey, you guys. It's important. And it's good that you take your time to be doing it. because I know you are. I know you are very real with your emotions once you admit yourself to be. And every once in a while, it's beautiful. Hi, Lovely. Good morning. So, yes, I was gonna tell you, when my fiance and I bought our very first home together, and we are, if there are such things as cats and dog people, we are cat people, and we love every animal. We love them as individuals, but we do really enjoy the company of cats specifically. And we just took care of a dog, and it's beautiful, and it means so much, and we love animals as it. But yes, we feel truly like a pack with cats. That was a very dog thing to say, though. But we feel like a pack, truly. And so when we bought the very first home, we had no one who lived with us. We had no pets. And we felt, we would love if a black cat came to live with us. It just felt right. And so my parents had this beautiful old girl who came to live with us for a very brief short time, and she had black or brown black fur, and we felt, this is so right. It just felt right. And then she went home again, and we just waited for that family member to pop up, and he did, underneath a deck chair. He came and he sat underneath my chair when we were visiting our neighbors, and it was quite a large cat. And he wasn't welcome at home anymore because they had just had a baby, and he was chewing on the baby's dummies. And so they wouldn't let him inside anymore. But our neighbor knew who owned the cat, or who the cat belonged to, where the cat lived. So we went there and we simply said, would it be okay if he moved in with us? If he moved in with us. And he basically said, yeah, we were just thinking of shoot him off this week, so you can have him. And so he followed us home, and he moved in. And then a short while later, our neighbor's cats had kittens, and one of them came to live with us. And then the family grew. And one day, my fiance heard about this cat that was living. Sorry, I'm just gonna check my moderator. Oh, I can't actually. Can you? Sorry. Bembers, can you write it, because I'm no keyboard available? No. Okay, guys, just hang on. I'm just gonna see. Okay, I understand. I'm just gonna hang on. I'm just gonna write something. My keyboard is on the other side. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I'm just gonna check if that was correctly spelled. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. My keyboard is on the other side. And then it needs to be Tukana. I am writing your name, and I'm so sorry if I spell it wrong. Let's see if is that correct. And then This is interesting, right? Okay, I think I got it now. Let's see. Yes, it worked. Thank you so much, Tukana. To wanting to help us with the moderation. Moderation? With being a moderator. Hmm. So, thank you so much. It means a lot, truly. Oh, I feel that blue fabric coming through again. I love it. It's so good. So, yes, my fiance had heard about this kitten living in the... Oh, hi, ex-girlfriend. Thank you for the raid. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome. I'm telling a story about a cat that we got as a kitten and how that happened. It was a long time ago, but I used the healing song, and that's why I wanted to tell my story. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me. I guess I keep it in another room in another house. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. I don't usually have to use my keyboard. It's a little bit weird of a setup. We'll fix it later. But yes, so just this kitten, he was living in a dumpster, almost, you can say, and he was chewing on plastic. He was eating plastic. And people tried to hand him food, and they put a carrier with some food wanting to take him home. But he never got into the carrier. And so my fiance came home and he said, could we go get him? Could we go help him? This small kitten. And I would love to help everyone. So I was just a little bit worried that this might be the start of, taking care of too many individuals that I couldn't give each and every one the love that they deserve. But I thought, yeah, okay, let's go and see if he wants to come home with us. If we can say, hey, hi, And so we went, no food, nothing. And we went to where he was, and he was sat there eating plastic. And we simply sat down. Oh, he could have been just a month old, perhaps. And we sat down next to him, or some distance away. And he ran off because he was scared. So he ran off into the woods. It was just next to the woods. So he ran off. And we sat down. And I started singing. And I used this healing song that I was thinking of sharing with you guys if you feel like it. It's part of the ASMR, I think. Or a part of meditation or so. But I started singing this healing song. And my fiance he made the impression of a mother cat. So he started to sound a little bit like calling him back. And I sat there and sang, and the kitten came back. We could see this small, tiny kitten coming out of the woods, heading towards us, opening his mouth, answering us. He had no voice, but he was answering us, and also probably very, very hungry. And he started to actually walk beside us. This tiny kitten walked beside us. It took some time, but he walked beside us, next to us, simply walking. He passed the road with us, almost all the way home, until he met another cat, and he was so interested in. And then after that experience of greeting that cat, he was tired. So my fiance plucked him up, and held him in his hands. And then we carried him home. And he was so tiny, you could barely feel the weight of him. And he was just a big tummy. it was just full of worms, and he had no nutrition, and he was so poor. So we bathed him, and he started to purr, and we gave him food, and well, he became a family member. And we had a kitten at home who was just a couple of weeks old, I would think. And sometimes his mother, our neighbor's cat, sometimes came to stay with us. And she was very, protective, of course. And this kitten then from the streets, we kept him in he was free to walk around all the apartment, but we kept a bed for him in our guest room. And I will always remember when our other kitten, just 8 weeks old. When did they open their eyes? 6 weeks, right? Oh, I can't remember. I should know this. But he might have been 8 weeks old, or just, And the mother cat came looking for, who is this new kitten, it was just a month. Who is he? And our other kitten just walked straight up to his mother, stood in front of the kitten, protecting him against his mother, saying, "He is with me." And from that day on, they were inseparable. But this kitten, growing up to be a beautiful, beautiful cat, he sadly passed away a year ago, just about. And, well, it's almost 1.5 years ago now, actually. But he was very poorly for all his life, but he was also very happy. So probably he was left by his mother because he had a heart disease. And so she knew that he wouldn't survive, probably. But he did for a couple of years with us. And it was so beautiful, but he was very, very scared. He was very a frightened little boy. And so when he was scared, I used to sing this healing song to him. And just as when he came, out from the woods, when we first got him, when we first created him, he would come up from under the bed he was hiding under, or where it could be. So that was a very powerful gem in our pack, and a very powerful tool, the healing song. And I've also sang this to our cows that we have around our house, and to other animals, and also to people. So it could definitely be part of meditation and part of ASMR, how it would be, if you would like it. So yeah, that was the story of this beautiful, kind soul. What's going on in chat? Oh, thank you so much, ex-girlfriend, for rating me, and for doing it next time. Thank you. We are looking to just be here and to widen our community, but yeah, to increase our community, to have fun, and I believe in the cause, and I also believe in the journey. So thank you so much, truly. Okay, Bumpus left. Thank you so much, Tukana, for being here. Larry Bruce, hi, welcome to the stream. No, it truly means a lot. So, Hi guys! Anyone who would like a reading or so? Just say in chat. I'll see if there's any information for you. Hi, Fallen Clips. It's fine, Takana. You wanted one a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I'm sorry, that freak. Hi. Yeah, sure, Larry Bruce also. Just, guys, to be... Yes, try all the buttons, yeah. You can actually, hang out and chat a little in chat. I actually just need a bathroom break. Sorry, guys. And then when we come back, we will do some readings. Does that sound okay? So you can see in chat if anyone has any information for you, maybe about what to do, or has any tips and tricks and such, and just hang out and have fun. And I will be back very shortly, and then we'll do some readings. Okay? I'll see you very, very soon. Do readings after breaks? And sure, no. It'll be a very, very short bathroom break, and then I'm definitely ready. So I'll see you soon, guys. Enjoy yourself in chat, and Tukana, have fun with the responsibility. Huh? I'll see you very, very soon. Bye, guys. Hi guys, I'm back. What's going on in chat? What's happening? So, Tukana, about moderating. I don't know if Bempus told you the basics, but we like to keep it very open. So when people are being rude, we usually give them a warning. But being rude is when when you are harmful to someone else, directly harmful, or when you are very, very, very offensive. But to use certain words that might be considered as rude, we are very open to, because those words mean different things to different people. And sometimes, or always, there's a lot behind a word and the usage of a word. Everyone was doing it. Stop dancing on the tables. My hair. Oh, thank you so much, Larry Bruce. It's not my bestest friend. But thank you so much. So yes, we like to keep it open. But if people are being offensive or directly rude to someone in chat, we give them time out. And if it's too much, and if it makes people feel uncomfortable, we have to ban the person. But it's very important for us to be generally very open. Some people that are a very great part of our community, everyone is equal, and some people come from being trolls or from being rudely skeptic, yeah, in a rude way, but then changed their opinion and came around. So it's very important for us to be open, and everyone is entitled to their emotions, to their feelings, and to their opinions. It's very important. But also there's a lot, when you hide behind a mask, you do it for a reason. So yeah, just keep it a little bit open, but follow your intuition and your heart. My opinion is that pizza is delicious. Yeah, pizza is delicious. Even vegetarian, gluten-free, as I eat, they are delicious. Pizza Hut is my favorite. Not sponsored. Yeah. Yeah. This is an acceptable opinion. Yeah. Good. You get a point of view. Okay. So, who wanted a reading? What if everyone was a moderator? Yeah. With all meets. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Everyone is a moderator on their own life. Or are we not? I just started to think maybe it is when we feel someone else is a moderator for us that we can feel uncertain and a little bit stuck, perhaps. And yes, as a moderator, Tukana, if you feel like it, if there is something you want to ask me about, now you know where my keyboard is, so but if I could ask you, or if you could ask me and I could answer you on stream, or if you would like to say something to me, then whisper it to me. It's the easiest way to do it, or just put in chat. But if I am in a reading or very much indulged into a topic, a conversation, or what it could be, then the easiest way to make sure that I get your well, what you want to tell me is by whispering to me. Vegetable white pizza. Yeah. Vegetable white pizza. Mm. I want to visit your channel a few times. Can you kind of explain the basics of what a reading entails exactly? Yes, thank you, McFly. I am sorry if I repeat myself to you other guys, but sure I can. So a reading, yeah, with oil or garlic sauce, yeah. We're getting hungry now, guys. So yes, I am an intuitive counselor. So I work with telepathy, with intuition, and with astral communication, and all in healing. So when I do a reading here, in this environment, which is rather new to me, it is a challenge. But when we do this here, we will be using a method that, and I know that this title has been used many times, but the easiest way to title it and to explain it is to call it the key method. And what that means for me is that I will be, because I work with energy frequencies, so in roughly said, I believe that we are all connected, and I believe we're connected via energy frequencies, and energy frequencies are strings. So when I do a reading, I try to find a string that is connected to your energy source or to your energy bundle. And we all got thousands upon thousands of energy frequencies. And all I'm trying to do is find a way into the room where I can find your bundle. And I do this here when I talk, when I'm streaming. I do this in the format of the key method, which means that I use my intuition and I feel what could be a key for an authorization for this highway, this energy frequency to your bundle. And so I get a feeling that maybe your grandmother, simply the word grandmother, is a essential key to find the way to you. And then I ask my guides, is this correct? Could grandmother be a key? And they confirm or decline. And if they confirm, I then get to ask, maybe I see another key. Oh, roses. Could roses be a key? And so I travel along this channel, this energy frequency, until I reach the bundle of your energy. Sometimes, though, my guides want us to work together, so they won't give me confirmation. You will have to give me the confirmation. So the reading is about telepathy, intuition, and astral communication, meaning that depending on what information is to be given you in this particular situation, my guides will work as librarians, gathering information from the universal library that I believe we store our experiences in. And depending on what it is, it could be about you, it could be about how you feel inside, how you feel in your body. It could be an acknowledgement of that, of your experiences. It could be perhaps someone has a message, a telepathic message they like to send to you. Maybe it could be someone who's passed who would like to come in with some information or simply say hi. It could be all sorts of things. Mostly it's about acknowledging you as who you see yourself as to be through another perspective, and therefore, and in this way, find a new perspective for you to view your particular situation in. It's a very, I know that was a very long answer, and it's a very complicated, it's not complicated, but it could sound a little bit complicated system. But yes, I recommend you go back into a content library on YouTube and check it out, what I'm talking about. There is also a video there which explains the key method. I'm just looking at chat now. Well, thank you. Thank you for flying. I hope that um, it could help you understand a little bit better, perhaps. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the community. Librarians of the Universe. Yeah, I believe it's the librarians of our universal library. So I believe that we have all, I've said this so many times before, so if it is repetitive, do tell me, guys, but I love talking about it, and we come to new insights all the time. But yes, I believe that our experiences we store in our library, and so I work with 3 different libraries when I work. I work with my memory bank, let's say. But we can also connect it to the occasion library, if we feel like, depending on how we look at it. And then I have a communal library with my telepathic system. And then I am also connected to the universal library, which we all are. And this is how I believe us all to be stem from the same energy source, and therefore through the telepathic, the energetic, the energy frequency strings also then store all of our experiences in one space, being this universal library. And then me, when I work, having my guides as librarians, trying to find the information. So it's simply a transmission that is happening. But it occurs in the way that it goes through me, which gives also my perspective as a human being. Oh, the Akashic Library, yeah. Did I say something else? Maybe I call it something else, but yes, we can see it as that. Definitely. If we feel like it, yes. Yes, I can give you a reading. You don't buy this mystic stuff? That's alright. Skepticism is really important. There's no worry whatsoever. But thank you for being here. So yes, Larry Bruce, I can see if there is any information for you in a moment. Okay. There's lots of movie references coming in. Okay. I was gonna see if I can work through it, because there's like, I talked a lot about highways today, and this is like traveling on a movie highway. There's lots of action movies for some reason. It's just the feeling. So, Larry Bruce. Okay. There are. It's so interesting how there's truly a lot of action movies going on. I am actually getting a message from you guys about perspectives on reality. So, all they want me to give to you in this very moment, because truly, all they want you to be able to talk. You know how to talk. It's not that, but it's more what you need to find is more from within yourself, because we are in this. Wow, it's open. There's so much. I feel like there's silence, in our life, and this. I'm not saying it is silent, but I'm feeling this informational silence in like coming up from out of the water and going, oh, what is to come next now? And they do not want to talk to me about what has been going on. They do not want to talk with me about certain things for the future. But what they do want to talk about and what they do say is important, and I'm simply transmitting, is from your guides. And it's about keeping it real. It's about the dimensions of reality, which is interesting because of what we talk about. It's about all these thoughts about how it all works, about simply trying to, because I get this feeling, okay, there's both a lot of processing, a lot of thoughts, about what is going on, and there's also complete stillness, is what I'm getting. And this stillness could definitely be a way to get away from all the things that happens, but right now it truly does feel still, And with all these movies coming in, and with all these, truly what the message wants to be, or what is coming through, simply transmitting, is about trying to find or to actually believe in your truth, and to keep it real, keep up with society, even though if we want to change it, we can't change it if we don't know what it is. And it is very important, and I'm not putting judgment on this is not what I believe, about following strict rules and following society, but what is coming through is that sometimes it is important to get down to basics in understanding what environment we live in, right? So they are talking about trying to actually following what other people have laid out, just for a bit, to grasp our own reality in order to then understand what is happening in our heads. So they want to take the brain space from the universe, from the air to the ground, is what they're saying. But what is interesting is that the air is in the ground, so you might feel that you don't resonate, or I know you like kind of can understand what I'm talking about, but not really, because it's not that your head is in space. That's not what I'm saying. But you are a little bit disconnected to your surroundings, which we all are. But they are talking about taking it from the air to the ground is all, really, and trying to, touch things. Touch things, feel them on your skin to see that they are actually there. Try to see what is actually in my surroundings. Where am I? Because I accept where I am, I accept what is, but truly, what is, physically, no matter how we see it as an energy force, if it is a force field, whatever we see, the message coming through is to try to start touching our environment. It might sound a little bit rude, but feel it with our fingertips, feel it with our feet, actually being stood where we are. And in that, it will help us to then try to sort things that are sortedly unsorted. Okay? Because I don't feel, this message is not going to move heaven and earth for you. It's not, because we are in this stillness. I feel, yes, what is important is to start to see what is actually around us, and to be in it is the message coming through. Is what is today. And then there's something about this this shop. I don't know where it comes from, but I see this clothing shop. And I don't think that it will resonate now, but it's something coming through. And it's also about, it's like stepping into a shop and see, okay, what do I want? And it's like you do that in your life, trying to see, okay, because when you go into a shop, right, I know, first off, I have no idea what to buy. But when I do, I focus on that object. Is what we're trying to make happen, right? Because everything, well, I'm sorry, this is getting confusing, but they are sending confusing messages because everything is kind of spinning, but is at the same time stood very still. So yes, the only message for today that is important in order to just, keep on what you do is to, if you feel like it, to start really invest yourself in what you are and where you are. Does that feel okay? Because there's lots of movies coming in and lots of, thought patterns that is external, is what they're saying. And we want to find the internal, but not the way too internal, but just being, I'm sorry if that sounds confusing, but it is what is coming through. And keep on having fun. Yeah. And thank you for being an inspiration in your everyday life, just how you are, because life, you're right, it's just life. Thank you so much. Well, you can call me Sarah, it's me, or whatever you like. But I hope that this helped you in some way. Nice to meet you, Larry Bruce. So thank you so much. It was the little push, the small push that is to make things roll forward. You're already rolling forward, but you know what I mean. A little bit like more parts of you being connected in going forwards. But keep on having fun, truly. Thank you so much. I hope that's okay. Does it feel okay, Larry Bruce? Yes, I'm getting ready for you, Think the Fly. I just want to check that it's all right with Larry Bruce. Sometimes they have lots to say, and sometimes we simply need a small little push. And sometimes they don't want to tell us anything. Thank you, Larry. Thank you so much. Okay, so Think McFly. Oh. Alright, so we have a similar situation in that things are moving fast, is what I'm getting. At least that is what I'm saying. Let's do this together, you and I, Think McFly. You have this brilliant, brilliant mind. We all do, but you have this brilliant mind of trying to understand the workings behind whatever it is that you're viewing. So, me. So, yes, we can go down into this research mode, hey? And we can do this together if you feel like it. Because you are such a observer, and sometimes you're observing so much that you might laugh at me calling you an observer, because it gets, I just get all this emotion of happening. This word happening, oh, I want things to be happening, and when things are happening, I'm enjoying the ride, but boy, is it tiresome sometimes as well, because that's what it is to be human, right? But yes, your professor mind, your little professor mind that you got in there, what I'm feeling anyway, and if you don't resonate, I apologize, but I see this little professor mind. Let's do this. We can do this research if you feel like it, right? And it is, yeah, refer to as an observer all the time, yeah. But the thing is, what is so beautiful is that even though sometimes you feel like you can't grasp it, you are giving people the feeling that you do care. And then you do care because you will remember things, all of a sudden. Not that you can, if people ask you, maybe it's a little bit difficult to know exactly accurate, but all of a sudden they can pop things into your head. I get a feeling of, like, oh, this. And then the professor, the observer, the researcher kicks in and wants to examine. But yes, I understand that life happens, and it happens so fast that how can we take our time to really observe, And sorry, I just felt I had to read Larry's message before continuing. Sorry, think my fly. Gonna head out. Thank you, Larry Bruce. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining me, and welcome back. Truly. Do feel free to join us, to join the community if you feel like it, and come back and just enjoy your day. Take care. So, yes, think my fly. I want to talk about the professor in you, and I want to talk about the professor wondering, when am I gonna get the time? Because you're always working, the professor. It's always active, it's always working, but so much other things is happening at the same time. How am I gonna find my time? And other people, as you said, see me as an observer. So they think that I observe more than I feel that I have actually time for. If this resonates, it's what is getting through, it's what I can imagine happening. And I think it's simply beautiful. But I do understand your frustration because, come on, I know, no, there's no frustration. Everyone is frustrated. Don't worry about categorizing yourself into your different parts in different categorizations, into different corners. That's the professor again, the researcher. I love that part of you. But I also love the party part. Not the party, but having fun. And it is okay. You don't have to feel like you have to keep on track everything all the time. It's okay to just go out and enjoy. I'm not saying, put yourself in risky situation, because you know not to do that. But I'm talking about enjoying now, like I talked about with Larry Bruce. Only we are more into the profession, or the professor, the researcher, the wanting to know, not for, being a badass in a conversation is what came through. Not because you want to prove yourself smarter than someone else. And it's not wrong if you feel that sometimes. But I don't feel like that's a genuine agenda, you know? I feel like you just simply want to know. And then if someone resonates with what you're saying, what you come up with, then that interests you more than makes you feel accomplished. And the interest in itself and in this study, in this, observation is, well, that makes you feel accomplished. Is what I'm getting. Today we truly are focused on our perception of reality, it feels like, with this stream. And for you, Thinkmafly, your name is truly accurate in that description, I just realized. But I think it's beautiful what you do. I think it's just you, And don't worry, because you got that ability that things catch up with you, memories, thought patterns that you had at a certain time. It's like this mind palace, yes? And I believe it's simply it's like a library that we have. Because sometimes I feel you got this anxiety for forgetting things. Things move too fast, and you are scared of forgetting your observations. And your observations is much more important than simply observations, in that you actually use them in trying to sort your way through life. I'm not saying that you are particular in this. I'm not saying that, okay, socks goes in this and that goes in that, I am talking about how you view yourself, how you view your surrounding, and not discriminating, and not putting people and things into boxes. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is simply thinking your way around your life, and being scared that sometimes it moves so fast that you can't catch up. And what the message is for this is simply acknowledgement that I see this, and you don't have to fear it. It's simply who you are. And be sure, feel secure and confident in that you got these things popping up when you need them. And that is so beautiful. And whether that is in a spiritual way that you've been thinking, all this, I believe. I think logic is a great part of spirituality. Because logic and spirituality and all of it in between and all of it around, all that it is simply our understanding of the world, right? Sorry, I'm just gonna put some music on again. It's what I believe. So what was important for this right now is to acknowledge you as you. And I mean that in a genuine way. It seems to be a topic for today, right? And I think that is so beautiful. And no, I'm not saying that you have to go out. I'm not saying you have to, become a detective. I'm not saying it, but simply see it's how your brain works. It's how you perceive the world, and don't fear it, because it is a beautiful thing that you got. You got your little backup. Is what I would call it. You're simply connected, Thinkmafly. It's what I'm getting. And how you like to view it, too. So for this, simply acknowledgement. And it's okay to burp sometimes. Just be. Does that feel okay? I know these readings today are quite general, quite open and not very specific, but sometimes it is the push that we need. A small push. So, do I believe that it could be spiritual meaning to how you think? Yes. As in the way that logic is spiritual, as in the way that spiritualism is logic, in the way that it's not, in the way that it is, in the way that it simply is what it is. And we can choose to see it from whatever perspective we feel we can see it from. And I know you got all these questions, on the shelf that you can take out if you feel like, okay, I need a question. But as of now, all you need is to be seen for who you are, and do not fear it. Does that feel okay? Think McFly. They're talking about smoking now. They simply wanted to put the word smoking in there with a meaning that you will understand and not understand, but it was important. Does it feel okay, Think McFly? That freak, I will stay for another hour, so don't worry. I understand, Think McFly. All they wanted me to tell you today, and all that they're giving me information about, because I know there's lots of going on, or has been going on, and is going on in the body, and all of this is work, it's active, it works, never stops. All they want me to say is that I see you, that you are not alone, and that you are not to fear your own self, that you are beautiful for who you are, truly. And those times when we can get up in the garden, when we can look up at the sky and feel the grass under our feet, breathe. Thank you, Think McFly. I like to be, because I'm human, and you got this, I need to work, I need, We're all just human, and I'm simply transmitting, and I would love to, just talk about everything there is, but there's a reason for us to take it one day at a time. There's a reason for whatever information that comes through. And as of now, just be you. And be here if you feel like it. It seems like I'm gonna start doing loads of meditations and energetic journeys. Energy journeys. So stick around. We're gonna do loads of different things. I'm gonna continue with this little guy as well. when all the paperwork is filled out. I just gotta check with that meditation thing. Yeah. Tukana, you wonder what your spirit guides are up to? They have everything planned out. They're always laughing. I think that is so beautiful. When I connect to them, when I greet them, it's always laughter, and it's also very serious, of course. but they are so... I wanted to use the word deviant, but in a very, very kind, in a very, with love, you know? With love. I want to use the word deviant with love. Yeah. So... that freak. That freak. Of course I can answer a question. I can see if there is... If you would like a answer from the library, I can see if there is any information, or if you would like my personal view, you can see. But yes, do ask a question if you feel like it. Or if you would not like to spell it out, then you can ask me in energy. Just say when you're ready, that freak. I'm here for you. Inte kört ner för sig. Yeah. Do so. I just feel there's a lots of children coming in. Okay, so I believe they are your spirit guides, and they like to show themselves as bright children, you know, laughing, having fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful picture. I can see them running in this field. There's many of them. And they're all wearing different colors. Lots of red though. In this yellow. And they're running through snow. They're running through the woods. They just run. It's so beautiful. And they laugh. While they're doing the thing on the table next to the candle. Oh, it's a light holder. Is it called that? Is it the big one you mean? Is it this one? There's a light holder. You can put a light in there. See? And then there is also a small stone that I use for healing purposes. Is this stone? That's what's on the table. Like a lantern, yeah, definitely you could say. Maybe it would even be called a lantern actually. I got it a Christmas from my siblings when we had started the company, so it must have been this Christmas actually. Christmas last. And they thought it would be a good thing for the office. I think it's beautiful. I'm actually gonna see. It's so beautiful when you can see the light also. I'm gonna turn it so that you can actually see it. Let's do it like this. It's on batteries, you know, battery driven because of being in a business complex. There, that's better, isn't it? Oh, that's better. I like that. I'm just waiting for that freak. I see these children. They're now on a merry-go-round. They're just having fun. I do believe it's your spirit guides, that freak. At least it's who comes through to talk to me. Thank you so much for the simple experience, you know. Oh, it's alright. Don't worry, take your time. So, what do you reckon? Meditation, energy journeys with healing song. What do you think? Someone asked if I had a favorite beer. Oh, thank you, Tukana. I can actually not drink beer because of, what's it called in English? Well, I'm gluten intolerant. Celiac? Is that it? So I can actually not have beer. But I love beer. Before, I knew I couldn't have it. But I drink so little. So I don't really have a favorite brand. But now it has to be the gluten-free one. But I also have this lung condition that makes it so that I can't drink. Hi, the Berg Reserve. Hi, welcome. We are waiting on a question from that freak who's typing it out. So we are simply hanging back and enjoying our time in the meanwhile. How are you today? Yaman name, Yaman user. Welcome. From Sweden to Germany then. I was asked to show you this actually. My guide simply wanted me to put this in the camera. Can you see it? It's a cat. It's a very important stone. They wanted me to put it in the camera. A little kitten. Actually, they want me to work with it. I think it is quartz, yeah. I think it is with you, the Berg research. I think it is with you. If you resonate with not knowing how to handle a situation with a friend. But yes, I am. Oh, you have a lapis lazuli. Way to other side. My name would mean mountain mind dwarf in German. Ah, all finance rhymes to each other, which makes it quite a cool name. Yeah, I like it. Ah. Okay, so that freak. I'm gonna read this out loud. I hope that's okay. So, I've always seen things, usually bad things. It can be a dream, a fast forward button, or just negative energy coming from a person. 2007, I had a few dreams. There was a death. Shortly after, I ended up in ICU. I thought it was me. A couple weeks later, I lost my dad. A month later, my grandfather had an incident. A month ago, I started to have him again. My mom is now in the hospital. I question what is going on in my head. These are just family incidents, not the things I see in public. You are opening up that freak. You weren't there when we did the meditation this morning, were you? I would like you, yes, okay. I would like you, that freak, to go back. I would like you to go back to. I'm gonna put up a video on it, but it might take some time before it's up. But I want you to go back into this stream when it's a video format. It will stay here on Twitch for a short while, but then it will always be on YouTube in a content library. I will put it up on Monday next week, but it will be here on Twitch. I want you to go back. I can't say exactly when it started, and I do apologize for this, so you will have to try to find it. But almost all the way from the beginning this morning, I was working with energy fields about this being very afraid for a very close, a family member's life. And this led me into a meditation that we did that was guided by my guides. I would love to, if you can, I would love you to go back and try to find it. I will put a video up on it, but it might take some time. And this energy that I did before the meditation will only be in this video that we have now, that we're doing right now, the video that is created at the moment. But the meditation I liked, and I felt that it truly was important, so I like to do a special video on that, and that only. But for now, I'd like to go back and to watch this, if it is possible, when we are no longer live, at your own pace. Because that meditation, I think, truly can serve as a guidance and a help in what you are experiencing. What you are experiencing, though, what I would say, I recognize this, I resonate with this, and I know this from my own experience. To know what. Okay, so I'm getting a message now, that freak. I want to talk about your breathing. I want to talk about, once again, I said this before, I want to talk about what connects your face, your head area, and your chest. I want to talk about this part going down into your stomach. I want to talk about the breathing, your organs for breathing. I want to talk about your lungs, but mostly about the contraction between, what happens here. Is this something that you can resonate with, that you know what I might be talking about? Because I get a health issue here. If you don't resonate, I apologize, but what is getting through? And because of this, you said you ended up in ICU. I think that had to do with something different, maybe, but I see this going on, and I think that this somehow, and as I said, only take this if it resonates, but they want me to connect the two because you've always known things before it happens. Like you said, it's been going on for a while, but somehow I want to connect your breathing and your breathing organs to this experience somehow. What I wanted to tell you before this came through is that I resonate with you. I understand what you're going through. To know when someone is about to pass is really tough. But it is also, we can also see it as a comfort, meaning that we are then ready for it. It is difficult because when I was in this, I had I had two energies on either side of me, and one would tell me the truth, as I see it, coming from the library, about what was actually about to happen, and the other one would be my paranoia, as my wishing of nothing to happen, and I would have a very tough time distinguishing between both. So I had a very tough time knowing if it was actually something that was going to happen, because I saw things that I thought was going to happen then happen. But I had a tough time knowing if that was the case or if it was my paranoia talking. Later, I learned to know the difference, but it takes practice. To know when someone is about to pass. If you heard about the occasion library, is that what it's called, Tukana? It is a teaching that says that everything is already planned out, so to speak. We have already decided what is to happen to us in our life, and therefore we can know what is to be happening. And whether this is how it works or if it works in some other way, I do believe that we are all connected, and I do believe that since everything is energy, we can also read what happens in energy, and what happens when a process starts. We might be able to locate it and to see it before it then turns into a energetic action of someone, for example, passing. It is a process, of course. To see this is really tough, and also it is tough sometimes because you said that you see things in public as well. It is tough when you hear what is gonna happen but not where. So I've experienced I was on a date actually with my fiance. We were gonna celebrate our anniversary, and we were gonna go to the movies, and I just knew that there was gonna be a bomb going off, and I was so certain. I knew what time, and I know that it was gonna happen. For me, I then believed it was gonna happen in my city where I was. So we drove home. We didn't go to the movies, and I felt so bad not saving these people going to the cinema, but it also felt off. But we drove home, and at the exact time we came home, and I switched on the telly, and I switched on the news, the always going news, they think 24/7 reports, and at the exact time that I felt something happen, and a couple of minutes later the news switch, and there's a brand new news about this bomb going off in a hotel on the other side of the globe. But I was certain it was going to happen, I just didn't know where, and it happened in the way that was described in the news. But I didn't know it wasn't where I was at. This is tough, and we have to try to learn. Before, medium said that we need to learn how to switch it off, and that could be true. Welcome, Full Wando. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the community. That could be true that we need to switch off, but I feel there is a wish for you to keep on growing in this, to trying to understand it and not fear it. I'm not saying to go on being a light worker and work, because I don't feel that to be. I feel that to be, you need some time to heal, right? So what I'm saying is that I resonate with you. And when it comes to family members, this is extra tough, but it has also helped me a lot in that knowing what will happen, we are prepared for it. I was in a situation where people didn't really tell me what was going on. I wasn't prioritized to know when someone passed or what happened. So by already knowing, it helped me. It helped me process what happened, and it helped me come through it and to honor the person that passed by living my life. But yes, it is a sickening feeling of kind of waiting to see if it will happen or not. So don't. Just take it with you. Follow your intuition, your great intuition, all those lovely children of your spirit guides that came running towards me. and take that warmth of having that spirit family and that spirit knowing, and keep it for yourself, in yourself, and for your healing, in your healing. I'm just gonna check chat now because I haven't for a long while. You haven't frozen and strapped to an oxygen tank. Yeah. Paranoia, that always stuck in my head. But bad things always happen. Yeah, I know. How can you tell someone that something bad is gonna happen to them? You can't. You can't. Or if you feel like it's the right thing, it's all about following your heart. Truly. But no. And I had this question also. How can I, well, if it's a family member and that maybe I can simply show my love, because most of the time they know themselves, so they have a feeling themselves. Maybe we don't have to talk about it, but we can be there so that we feel gratification for ourselves, that we've showed our love. When it comes to someone we don't know or someone we can't connect to, maybe the family member, it's tough, maybe we don't, maybe we are not connected to them, maybe we can't see them, well, then maybe we can send our love, our gratitude, just our thoughts. And when they then pass, I usually light a candle or send a thought. When it comes to someone we don't know, I had this question for a long time. Why do my guides or the spirit world, or why do I get to know when people that I watch on TV will pass away? Why will I know people, celebrities, having illnesses they don't know about themselves, and when they're gonna pass, when they're gonna die of them? What am I to do about this? Am I to try to call in and say, please be careful? I can't. Maybe we are manipulating the situation then, and there's always a reason for what is happening. Probably, actually, it has to do with you. Not that you need to be, it's not a punishment. It can feel like it. Maybe it's simply a way for you to understand yourself, and a way for you to be connected to the world, to feel connected. When we are so disconnected, it can be a comfort feeling somewhat connected. And then just being ready in yourself for your emotions. If you can see that care packages that you carry with you, so that you can already open them when something really traumatizing happens. Sometimes we're not prepared at all. I'm not saying that we know everything, no. But the experience of not knowing how to handle it, but intuitively know, can help us in so many different ways and in so many different situations. And for you, this is the most important part now in your healing. Feeling connected when you are so disconnected. Because we are connected. Let that be a part that feeds love to you. It sounds awful because it's usually bad things, I know, but that's usually because that's the highest shift. That's the thing that moves the most for us. Take it as a gift, a feeding of being connected when we feel so disconnected. And understand that there is love in everything that happens. I know that's a controversial thing to say, but truly there is. And the only thing we are is for ourselves when it comes down to it. So for you, let it be with you. And take it as care packages. And when you're ready, when you feel your healing, you've come through, there's a whole world for you out there to explore. So isn't it a beautiful thing that you can open this channel to see that world already now. And when we accept this as love, maybe we can then start to explore and get information on more fun topics, on more, things that make us laugh perhaps. And then we can follow the world around. I am getting a warning though. Be very careful with astral projection. Keep it in yourself. Be in yourself and simply observe the information that is coming through. Don't try to be in it. I know this can, sow a seed in you, but it was important. Try to just observe the information that comes through and let it be that, an observation. Let it be your feed into the world, or as I should say, the world's feed to you. And feel loved and gratitude towards being able to be connected. Isn't this beautiful? Why you have to avoid it? It was just a warning, astral projection. It was just a warning from your guides. Just be careful. Because I can see you doing it, and you say that you did that, and you do. Just be careful, because the beauty, truly, the true beauty that you can find, you already found. And it's in you. So just try to observe, okay? But be careful. I had a teacher once telling me that they had, well, it's hard to, to know for sure, but they are, and you know this, you know about astral projection, so you know about, well, they're asking me to tell you about the dangers, being that people have actually passed not finding their way back to their body. And no, it is not a way out. Please don't say that. Because I have my telepathic twin, when he was really down, said that, because he came to me with astral projection, he does a lot. And one time he said, can I sleep with you? Meaning sleep next to you in your bed tonight, as an astral projection. And I said, I don't know if it's a good thing sleeping, falling asleep somewhere else than where your body is. And I don't want you to do that, because people have passed doing it. And so he said, well, that doesn't really matter. I feel it does. For me, I believe that tomorrow is I'm way too curious about what will happen tomorrow. That to not see what it is, And if we are meant to die, then we'll do it anyway. So just live when we are. And enjoy ourselves. That's what I believe. Then there's always a reason for when we pass, yes. But as a mindset, I think it's good to be curious about tomorrow. So, observe. But be careful, is what I want to transmit to you. Oh, to comment, there's no worries. There's no worries. Your internet melts and your cat is taking your attention. Tukana. Most people don't take kindly to serious narcos telling deliver real news. They will always be fingers pointing at you. If you knew it was going to happen, why didn't you say anything before? Why you could have done something to prevent it, but you can't really. I know the feeling, people laughing with you, well, laughing at you. So yeah, let them laugh with you. Because it is a little bit funny, you know? I know it's not funny, I take this very seriously, but it's also a little bit funny. Imagine all these energy frequencies that we are just, and we could be doing anything and we decide to live a life the way we do. It's a little bit funny, right? It's a little bit humorous. But no, I won't laugh at you, I resonate with you. So let's laugh together instead. You had to laugh because it's so bizarre. It is. It truly is. Even if I don't believe in anything or what I can listen to you talking for hours. Thank you, the Pasaglet. Thank you so much. Do legal stuff today too. Wow, Tukana. Good luck. Yeah, that was the right word. All the love to you, truly. And thank you so much for being here with us and helping us. I feel it definitely is the right person giving the job as a moderator. But only when you have time, of course. But you are, I think that you are you that you can always be, or is it that for today? We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm just happy to have you here. And once again, I get this blue fabric. I just love it. Truly. I'm sorry, but it truly warms me. I'm so grateful. I hope I can give something back as well. So that freak, you can always share with us. You can always be yourself here. Truly. Forever. That's good to kind of. Thank you, that freak. Thank you for wishing to share. The more we talk about this, the more we can, sorry for the word, but the more we can normalize it, you know? The more we can see there's actually part of what we are. Because no matter if it's, you know, if we can prove it in research or not, it affects us, it affects many people, then it is part of our reality. And I think it's beautiful. You're a moderator, all the things. My room looks like it will smell like a doctor's office. Oh no, does it? Oh yeah, maybe it does. I was trying to get some colors in. We are in a business complex, so all the colors are white, but I tried to get some colors in. There's a candle. Yeah. Candles and books. Yeah? We are looking to get, is it fiber? Is it called that in English as well? Well, very fast internet anyways, to our little house, a very old cottage we live in. And so then maybe I can take it home and stream from home and have you have the full experience of what I am. But I tried to make it a little bit comfy in here. And it's nothing wrong with doctor's offices either. Coffee, yeah, it definitely, Tukana, smells like coffee. Sorry, that freak, once again. What's this music we're listening to, guys? Bloody doctor's office. I can imagine. I can imagine having this. I'm so glad seeing that energy coming through in where you can actually get help. You know? At least they say hi, you know? At least they look you in the eye, at least they're trying. And I think it's so important. They're human beings. A deli, wow. So that freak astral projection, I know it's so cool. just be careful. I just felt I had to say that. I had my teacher once, Terry Evans. I talked about him before. This brilliant medium from the UK. You guys scared? He tapped into my energy, and he tapped into, well, we were a lot of, you know, a big group of people, and he tapped around, you know, talking, acknowledging the people that were there, and then he came to me, and I will forever remember me, because this was in Sweden. He lives in Sweden now, but so he holds his presentations, yeah, I should say it actually, but seances and group teaching and such. He does in Swedish and English, or he has a translator mostly, but sometimes he uses Swedish words. And he came to me and he said, and then we have Sarah, and then he cursed in Swedish, but sounded so funny, and he said, she's been everywhere. And he took up this very important thing about being careful, because some spiritual teachers teaches astral projection as something that we can all do, and yes, we can all do, because we are all connected. But I've actually even seen it published in a magazine. This is how you do, have fun. And yes, maybe we should have fun, and maybe we should explore, but I feel for you, especially that freak, and I don't know why I say that, but for us, we should be careful. Perhaps because we are so interested, you know, and because we are kind of trying to get away from ourselves. And I think that the most important thing is to keep in mind to keep ourselves with us when we travel, and not try to leave it behind. Is what I believe. A giant fractal tapestry, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be streaming for half an hour more now. Sorry, I just felt this wash of we're getting to the end of the stream. But yeah, just be careful. I think it's important. And like I said, I will say it again, because I think that truly resonated with many of us. And it gave me an insight in that when you travel, when you do astral projection, let yourself come with. And don't try to leave yourself behind. Because I think it is when we try to hide from ourselves, when we try to leave ourselves, when we try to find someone else's life, is when it gets dangerous. Maybe. You get a feeling that your health is so bad that you eventually won't come back if you continue doing it. Now, that that freak. I'm not saying you shouldn't be doing it. I'm just saying don't try to leave yourself. You know, don't try to run from your body. Take your body with, take you with. But be careful. So when I say observe, that's what I mean. Take yourself with and be yourself in your travels. Because sometimes we use astral projection in a way of running from ourselves and finding someone else. Let yourself come with. So I'm not saying not to do astral projection, but I'm saying be careful in that. Let yourself come with. I'm not saying that I think that you will pass doing astral projection. That's not what I'm saying, and I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. That you know in your heart, and maybe it resonates in a way that is important for you. But no, I think just remember yourself. In you, be careful is not a term I'm familiar with. That's probably how I got in this position. Mindful, yeah, Tukana, that's good. But no, they are so talking about being careful. But that freak, you got this hoop of children, you know, this spirit family, the spirit guy is just these wondrous, beautiful, energetic cube of people who just runs around laughing, and when things happen, they truly gather around it and they truly take it together. I think you feel this. I think you felt yourself being guarded and guided many times. You truly got. We all do. That is so beautiful to be watching these, to observe these. I'm sorry if you feel I don't know you, that freak. But I'm happy knowing you the way as much as I can. As much as good for you. Thank you for following the Berserk. Welcome to the community. So, does that feel okay, that freak? Do you understand what I mean? Astrodynamics. Robert Bruce, oh yeah. Beautiful, thank you, that freak. So I have a question for you guys, because I'm going back to this cat. I want to talk about dealing with a friend, dealing with a relationship to a friend. It's a very close friend, probably been best friends for a long time, and now it is a little bit difficult knowing what voice you can use in a relationship, what you can say, what you are entitled to do as a friend. Entitled, I even use that word, yeah. Because it feels like a loss, but it feels like a grave loss with lots of questions for something that is still there. And I feel like I want to talk to you. The Berserk. I feel I want to talk to you about this friend. Might not be best friend though, but it is a friend, I feel like. If it's not you, then it's someone else. I just felt it could be someone similar to you, to your situation, but I want to talk about the situation. If there is anyone in chat that resonates. Hi Bentless, welcome back. Turkana is a brilliant moderator. It's been really good. I hope you had a good meeting. Nothing broke, no. You feel the word entitled should be necessary in a friendship is a good one. No, and that's what I reacted to as well. I reacted to that word. So it feels like there's definitely a shifting going on. And a confusion and a frustration, and I think that's where the entitled comes in. But it could be someone watching, not interacting with us, but I feel like I am told not to go to continue this, not to go into it if I don't get a if I don't get someone who resonates, if I don't get a confirmation, so to speak. It's fine, what you should be able to do as a friend, anything and everything, uplift each other, yeah. When you're not sure, you're an irrational person, try not to get negative feelings when friends or close contact change you, okay. I just felt it had something to do with you, but it could be someone else, definitely. Could be someone hiding in there. But if there's someone watching, not interacting with us in chat, or someone who will be watching this at a later time in a video format, I'm gonna check if there is some general messages that I can give. But what is going on in chat is absolutely beautiful, so if you can, do follow chat and be there, because it is so true. But yeah, I definitely want to talk about a friendship. There's a loss with something that is still there. It's the feeling that I get. I'm just trying to see if there's a message for not loss. I'm not too sure. I am seeing this individual moving away, and I'm not sure if there is someone else who has passed into another dimension, or how you would like to see it, or someone, the loss. Okay, so the loss has to do with communication of some sort. How long was the friendship? Yeah, I'm down. I'm in the school years, so I would say it's not like you've known each other forever, but it is a friendship that has lasted since you were young. I would say it's a childhood friend, or someone from maybe from a teenager, but someone who's seen you growing up in one way or another. You've got a friendship going on for 20 plus years, with the same person. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, I love that. But yes, that is inspirational. I'm so happy for you. So what laws? So yeah, I believe, like I said, I know I already answered this, but I want to put it like this. They are talking about, okay, so let's summarize. They're talking about a friendship that started with young children, or someone still consider themselves to be children. Okay. I want to put myself being in the suburbs, living in the suburbs, closer to the countryside than in the city, but then moving closer perhaps to the city is a little bit unclear, but the suburb I want to place us in. I want to talk about a blonde girl, and but also a brunette, so maybe the hair color doesn't really suffice for the reading, but I want to put us in the suburb definitely, and I want to talk about children still consider themselves to be children, and now there's a loss in communication, and the grief in this is that there could be communication in one way or another, and there is someone choosing a different path to what was. It's lots of these words, like established is coming through now. So entitled and established, and lots of these structural words coming through on how the friendship was. Not that it was it when they were young, but it's someone who structured this, who put this up as for understanding themselves in this manner, as of now, later. Yes. It could definitely be someone doing administry, not administry. Oh, maybe, but someone. Oh yeah. Okay. No, let's keep that. Actually, let's keep administry. I was gonna say administration, but let's keep administry. There's lots of dancing, lots of what's this exercise form where not Zumba, but very close to it. Yeah. So the message, I also want to talk about bookmarks and collecting things, and the message is that no matter who you are, because of these structural words now, collecting archives, entitled and established, whatever memories you collected are these memories that you gathered, right? And no one can take that from you, no one can take that off you. Just because the structural bearings or the structure of the friendship that you want to see breaks or changes doesn't have to mean that the emotion behind it changes. You still got all these memories, you still, you can still communicate. So this is a loss in communication because you've lost track on what that person chooses for being the way of life, and that's their choice. It doesn't change your reality in your relationship. Bring it in, say hi to it, greet it. You're speaking as if you're doing a reading. Is this your friendship? I'm confused. No, sorry, I was doing a reading for someone, and there's an energy coming through. So sorry, I was looking at this thing. Sorry for confusing. I channel in third person sometimes. No worries. But yeah, it's a reading for someone, and the message is, like I said, no matter what the markings, the emotion will always stay the same. Not the same. I don't know why this is coming through, but yeah. Okay, so the memories will always be the same, and your laughter will always be the same, even though how you experience it, how you behave, and what you do, and how you greet one another, because personality has changed, because of profession, and because of moving around, moving about, moving out, then you change, you grow up into your own individual. We all do, yes. But the thing, what you had doesn't go away for that, because of that. So I think that is beautiful, but it's a lot of bookmarks and markings, and there's a lot of structural, putting things into structure. But yeah, also the word ministry. Now I understand the Bergbergshook. Maybe it's someone similar to you. I don't know who it belongs to, but it's a beautiful, it's a little bit sad reading, but I hope that you find your way and just greet. Okay, you know what? If you can't seem to find the structure of your friendship, treat it as a new one. Say hi. And then when you start to communicate again, you will find your way back to what it was before, in a new, brand new and beautiful relationship. She's following me a thread inspired by the quartz cat gem. Yep, that was exactly what I did. Yeah. But I can resonate in this also, not about the administry and what other information that I saw, but I can resonate in the friendship. So that could be it from me. I had a well, my best friend for many years, and then well, I moved city, and she went into a profession that, well, we started to do things the way that we thought. Oh, this is complicated, right? Okay, so she's in the medical field, and she had to do these tests on animals, all these things. And I am in the field of a spiritual profession, and we had just had different views, but I don't think that's the issue. I don't really know what was the issue, but we just grew apart, I guess. And now I had to find out via social media that she's getting married. So that was a little bit sad. So yes, whoever this reading was for, because I can see the similarities, but I can also see it not being directed towards me in more specific mentions, in more specific notions. But I can resonate, truly, and I can see where it comes from. So, what do you guys reckon? There's 10 minutes left. Shall I read some short stories, some poems for you? Would you like that? That could be a good way of ending things. We have a friend which moved to the city and worked administration of a leasing labor company, but not in the friendship of you. Okay. Well, maybe it's for more than one of us. Maybe we can all resonate. But no, I felt this being very an emotional trigger for the person. Have you ever tried casting runes or trinkles? Oh, yeah, I've seen some videos on that too. I do have trinkles. I got a box of different trinkles here, and I did before, a long time ago, I used these different types of, they look like this, and I use them as runes, kind of, you can say. Physical keys, yeah, definitely. I use jewelry now, and like, as you see, I guess you can see, I got my trinkles next to me, and like I said, I pull things out, and I got jewelry, and I got trinkles, and I got little bits and bobs, and before a session, I see what might be there to assist me today, and I pull them out, and I let them work with me. And sometimes there's simply colors that we need to enhance in me in order to find my work more comfortable for the day. And sometimes the different gems, sometimes different material. It could be all sorts. But yeah, I got some stuff. But throwing them out like runes, I don't do at the moment. But I've got them, and I did before. I did before a lot, and I also used many different kinds of mediums before. I worked with fire, with water, I worked with wind, all the elements, the earth, and I would do these rituals where I had all the elements on the floor. The wood went on fire, but you know, I had a candle for the fire, and a bowl with some water in it for the water. And what did I have for wind? I think I actually used wind, so I opened the window or the door, and then I had some I think I had a feather or something also symbolizing the wind. Oh, not a feather, but some of the sort. And then I had some earth, and I used to work like that. And for a long time I worked only with flames, with fire, because I felt very drawn to it. And it is also a very important part of my work today, I feel like. And one of my very close spirit guides work through the flame, through fire. So yeah. So I worked in different ways. My fiance loves working with wind, with air. Not working as such, he's not, he's not working the field, so to speak, but he likes finding himself in there, I think, in the wind. Yeah. So guys, the last 5 minutes, would you like me to read some poems to you? And then we'll say thank you for today. We had a beautiful stream this morning. Next time you'll be on will be on Thursday afternoon, GMT +2. So it is, so you work through the card, remind me of it. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I do use trinkles, bits and bobs, and just what I feel. And like I said, with the stone, with healing, and with energy reading from a distance, meaning when sometimes I get these queries of me reading someone from a distance and putting down the reading into paper, I usually place that energy bundle into all the the energy frequencies that I can use, not hurting the individual, of course, but using the energy, putting them into the stone. And then I tap in via the stone, so to speak. So yeah, I definitely use trinkles. I get some help from here and there. I do, yes. Some other poetry, yeah? Oh god, wait. Bambus, are you here? Are you still here? Yes, you are. Could you link me my own blog? No, actually. Wait, I've got it here. Sorry. No? Could you link me the blog, you think? I should have it on Facebook, but it doesn't seem to be here at the moment. You're not sure what it is? Okay. It's just... where can it be then? Why can't I find it? There it is! Okay. So, I'm gonna... bear with me, I got no keyboard. Bear with me, guys. Oh, what's this music now? Okay. So... there we go. It wrote compensal instead of com. That's really interesting. There we go, .com. .compensal. Okay. Alright, so I guess I just keep reading. Oh, sorry. I will. There we go. Oh, this is some I haven't seen in a while. This one is written in 2013, so it was a while ago. Oh, that Frank, you want me to please start posting in our forums? Yeah, please do. It's a way of us to interact when we're not live. It's a very simple forum, but it works. Okay, so this one I wrote in 2013. And I haven't read it since, so I apologize if it's a little bit drafty, perhaps. But I will read it, it feels right. Okay. It's called Winds. I've heard the tale so many times before. The wind is told to blow my name. But no matter how hard I scream, sing till my throat is sore, the tune still sounds the same. Some hours are given, minutes to recall, thus we all seem to be forgiven. For times we trip and we fall, the pain is just a rush all we are given. Hope that stands tall to never end, light is born where darkness is living. The sound, silence, true best friend. I've heard a little bird's tale. He spoke of the world we thought we knew. So that's a little draft from 2013. Now, I found one that is very dark. I think we can find someone that is a little bit lighter. It's very fair. I got very dark things here. Okay. This is from 2015. I'm just gonna check the charts. Okay. This is for 2015. It's called Wonder. It is in a valley where the day meets the night, where the light holds darkness tight, where you hide from wrong and right, you start to wonder. It is in an ocean on a wave reflecting sky, where your eyes start to cry, you bleed and you hide, you start to wonder. It is over mountains' heights where the sun lay down in a bed of joy, in the heat of fright. It is when you watch the moon take the stars in hand, when the earth starts to shake, leaving what is a land. You start to wonder on endless fate and endless shade. And with that, it is time for us to end for today. If you like this format, I have asked to be able to do this in an actual way of writing stories, not from 2013 and 2015, but new stories that I read to you. I will, of course, start with the old ones, and that is scheduled to be Tuesday afternoons, so GMT +2. So as it should be now after lunch, but today this is the stream for today. So the schedule, like I said, is gonna be when all has been worked through. It will be Tuesday mornings from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. GMT +2, and now it is 12 p.m. for reference. And then Tuesday afternoons, and in the morning it will be seances, open readings, general chat like we have now. And then on Tuesday afternoons from 12 p.m. till 4:30 p.m. we will have I read short stories and also work with energy, of course, but we read short stories. And then on Thursdays afternoon from 12 p.m. till 4:30 roughly, we'll have arts and crafts, doing little figurines, like giving this fella his body. But it has to be worked through with all the paperwork and such because we are a business. So as of now, this was the stream for today, and we will be back on Thursday afternoon, and it will be a general chat and hangout like now. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the wish of a beautiful day to you as well, all of you out there. Thank you so much. And to Kana, thank you so much for moderating, and thank you for being here. You're with your blue fabric as always. It warms my heart, truly. Thank you so much. I'm gonna read now what it says. Get to hang out with my interesting rest of the day. It smells something you never smelled before. Oh, the old books. Yes, that is so good. Thank you so much. And take care. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful rest of the day, evening, night. Enjoy life and be curious about tomorrow. And if you choose astral projection, have fun, but be careful and take yourself with. Okay? You deserve it. So all the love, and I will be back on Thursday. And join our forum and join us and all the rest. You can find all the information down below. And book a consultation if you feel like it, just you and me. Take care, guys. I love you for being here with me and for sharing this world and this little corner of the world. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Now I'll head up for lunch. Okay. Take care. Bye for now. See you next time. Bye. All the love. Bye bye.